So basically on this whole program, I don't have any injury, to be honest with you. I think age is just a number, but basically you have to start regardless of the age. I thought that it's impossible, but it's still possible that reducing my weight 4 to 5 kg. For me, result is very important. You need to really make up your mind and make a shift and willing to change. To me, an important thing is my own health. The best thing is to do it. Hello, I'm Chris here. So basically why I'm come for the PT is because I think partly is my health. Always have some injury on my lower back and also my wrist area. So basically I'm getting this master, the coach, to guide me through. So basically on this whole program, I don't have any injury, to be honest with you. And I don't have anything trigger on my wrist and also my lower back. So something I must acknowledge that this is safe throughout. I'm not saying that he's not putting pressure me on, go further, but in a very safe mode.
So Chris, what do you enjoy most about coming to the gym?
Can sweat, release the stress.
How old are you this year?
43.
43 and still hitting the gym. What's one message for a 43-year-old out there who hasn't gone to the gym yet?
Start today.
Why? Why not tomorrow? Why not next Monday? Why not next year?
Always start today is better than start tomorrow. Tomorrow is forever's tomorrow.
How long have you been working out for?
Since pandemic.
So only 5 years?
Less than 5 years.
So really in your late 30s you started working out?
Yes.
But you've still been able to get great results even though it's been only a few short years.
Yeah.
What do you think about when people tell you like, oh, I'm too old, I'm 40 plus, I'm like in my late 30s, I can't burn fat the same. What do you have to say to them?
I think age is just a number, but basically you have to start regardless of the age. I mean, don't look at the age. We just progress as much as we can.
There you go, man. That's the mindset of someone who actually puts in all his effort. But have you seen your quads grow?
Yep. It's much bigger and more defined. I think from the time I started the enrollment and until today, my body is much more defined compared to at the time when I just sign up. And one thing that I thought that is impossible, but it's still possible that reducing my weight 4 to 5 kg.
Yeah, without losing the muscle mass.
Yeah.
What got you in the gym in the first?
But during pandemic lockdown, nothing much I can do. Cannot go travel, and I only can think of is like, why not I just go back and try out, like starting with Pilates to improve my, my flexibility, and subsequently I go into the weights.
So do you feel like that whatever you might have been doubtful about, was it a real thing or it was completely not true?
It's completely not true because, for me, result is very important. Once out, you need to really make up your mind and make a shift and willing to change. If you're not to change, whatever you invested, you'll get back from the day one.
And would you tell someone who is kind of sitting on the fence thinking about whether they should commit to themselves in their own health, what would you tell them?
Tell yourself, give a try. And there's something you will benefit from and you will learn from. To me, an important thing is my own health. I don't invest just because of I want to, gain more muscle. I think it's more important for me is healthy and I can continue my journey after the whole program.
Which part of this entire program felt surprisingly easy?
I not say that it's surprisingly easy. I think it's a correction of the technique and the form. I think I can do push, I can do pull, but I think the technique that you taught me, I can feel much. And the area on the muscle, whether small group of muscle and large group of muscle, I can feel it immediately. At the beginning of the first week or second week, my muscle maybe not that strong to able to pull, but like the lateral press,
Lateral raise.
Raise, Example, I think it's all about the technique. If you do it right, you can really feel it. Initially, I don't do it right. That's why I always hit to my
upper traps, right?
Yeah, to my neck area.
Then you get like neck strains and shit.
Correct, and very stiff. And eventually, I get it right. The method, I don't feel it.
Hell yeah. What was hard and how did we handle it together?
I think the hardest part for me is the split squat. So
really?
Initially, when the program designed for me is the lunges, I really struggle because I'm not saying my leg is weak, but the mobility is not there because I have a back injury. So my left leg and right leg have a different strength. One flexible, one more strong but not flexible. So because of that, my lunges become a bit imbalanced if I do it, one side. Eventually, I think you change. After the consultation, I think you designed to change the program to the split squat. I still able to gain the similar result in a different exercise.
Without aggravating the injury.
Correct.
So what about nutrition? Do you ever feel that was hard?
I think at the beginning it's really hard because exercise you can just come for 1 hour and go home, but you have to eat at least 2 to 3 meals a day. It's not about 2 and 3 meals a day, but you have to adjust your lifestyle, like whether you're snacking in between, all this sort of thing. You have to think twice before you put in your mouth. So these are the adjustments I make through this program. And today, whenever I say something, I'm telling myself, am I really hungry that I really need to eat, or just I eat for the fun? So I put a pause. Then second thing, I'll look at, is it really oily?
Do you still find it hard now with your nutrition?
I think not that really hard. After, I think there's also in between the program, I really cook the meal by myself. And initially I find that where on earth I got time to go and do all this sort of thing, right? And eventually I find, actually not really. You can just prep for a few days, and how you store it, how you prepare, you have a lot of choice to make. I mean, I make it very quick.
How much would you say you spent a lot of money on trying to heal yourself just because you didn't have the right technique?
I think more than 10,000.
What?
Yeah, because it's over the years, it's not happening one time, right?
Why am I acting shocked? I'm also very injured. I also paid a lot of money to help with my own injuries and stomach issues. So yeah,
because
it is a lot of money.
And it's not cheap because it's like one consultation is about approximately about 200.
It's really expensive.
Yeah, it's about 200.
Hey, shout out TJ though for helping me. Shout out TJ, physio.
DJ is the best.
TJ is the best. Yeah, shout out TJ. Describe a particular week in the program where you wanted to quit. What kept you going if there was a week that you wanted to quit?
I can tell you the one thing that almost every day at the beginning, I'm like, when I train on my leg, I'm like killing myself that why on earth I'm paying to killing myself? Right? Like, can I choose to quickly finish the whole thing? But eventually my leg getting more flexible, the stiffness gone, and I gain a lot of strength. I look forward instead of like wanted to quit.
What do you have to say to a busy professional who's also in his late 30s, maybe early 40s, maybe mid 40s? He travels a lot all the time. What do you tell him when he says he doesn't have the time?
I think in a corporate world more than 20 years, I think it's not about busy. I think busy is just an excuse. I mean, who else is working that's not busy, right? Or appears to be busy? Time we need to make, and we have to make a stand like what time is our personal time. And if we committed, like for example, 1 week 3 times to come to the gym, then we have to fix it. So before I come for PT, I already fix my every evening is my gym time. I cut down what I need to spend. Like for example, I don't go for drinking. I mean certain day or certain weekend socialize time. You wanted to, or just go ahead, or certain festival you need to attend, you just attend. But I think most of my time is me time. I need to come to exercise. I will make it happen. So there are time also like certain day I have a night call. When I sign up for the PT, I just have to make the adjustment right. Like, you know, what time I need to get it done in order for me to go back and continue with my work.
If someone is scared to start, what will you say to them?
Okay, I think I've been through that as well at the beginning when I do not know whether should I continue to feel embarrassed or feel afraid or shy. I think everyone have gone through that, at least that one moment. But I tell myself that if you continue to surround by the fear, shy and embarrassment, I think the best thing is to do it. Once you do it, you will get it right. And today, you look forward tomorrow.
Anything that you would like to tell a future viewer, anything that you would like to tell them before we end this?
Look for Samuel, trust him. I think he will give you a guidance. And don't be afraid that something that's not work out for you. I think he actually invests a lot of time with his client, like myself. I really impressed that, like I'm thinking like why would he want to go and invest so much time to go through the online and then to understand, you know, your routine and make sure that you continue to keep it up, your commitment, like your meal, your nutrition journey, whether you sleep well, whether you exercise properly, is there anything that you need to make the adjustment necessary to your whole program. I really impressed that he really put so much effort that I first time seen. I have, you know, paying different type of coaches, but I really impressed that he willing to go to beyond that, the step to go make sure that the client really stay committed, motivated, and he make really adjustment to make sure that your lifestyle not really impacted while you continue to make sure that you don't compromise your health, your work, your time and everything.
Give me a hug, bro. Thank you so much, bro.